Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. This is Praveen Durai from Dice University, and in today's video, we are going to answer one simple question: what does native advertising stands for? It's going to be really interesting, guys. But before we proceed further, please support this channel by hitting the big red subscribe button for this channel just below this video, as well as the like button for this video. Only if you like this video, guys. At the end of the video, not now, and do not forget to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos and so that we can keep creating good content for you all the time. I'll be seeing you inside today's video, guys. Let's begin.
This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
Welcome to today's video, everybody. In today's video, we are going to talk about what native advertising stands for. So, to put it in a very simple word, right? Native advertising simply means that you're taking a particular offer, a brand, or anything, you're bringing in to your audience via the format of native advertising. So the whole thing works is like you take an offer, and definitely you're going to go ahead and use some landing page builder. The one that we recommend is Landerize, and then you're going to build a landing page, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put it in a native advertising platform where you are going to bring it to the traffic. So how do you actually bring it to the traffic, guys? So that's the whole thing that I'm actually going to explain in today's video. But before that, let me just tell you one really important tool that you actually need when you're actually doing native advertising, and that tool is called Volume. I've actually attached the link to Volume in the description of this video for your convenience as well. You can see, right, Volume is actually a very powerful data processor. We call it data processor, data collector. And if you are firm in a media buying business, native advertising is also considered in a very huge media buying business. You would know that this whole industry, this whole business, which is a media buying business, actually relies a lot on data. Whoever have more data, they have more power, they have more control, they can optimize their campaign much more easier, they can scale their campaign much more easier, and all this kind of stuff. So this is why we actually use an external tracker. All the normal native advertising platform, they do have an internal tracker as well, but that information, that data will not be sufficient for you to actually scale and optimize your campaign. So you have to keep in mind of that. So for example, if you go to a campaign in Volume, right, you can actually go to a particular campaign, and let's say we've been running this campaign. Let's say, for example, let's say this campaign. So you can actually see the report for this campaign. So once you hit the report, right, there will be a section where you actually click on this report, and you click on drill down report. So when you actually hit on drill down report, right, you can actually choose each and every one of it. So you can actually see where is the click coming from, which country you're actually getting conversion. You can see the affiliate networks that they actually use. So you can actually keep changing. You can actually see what particular days in the week that it was actually working. Let me just show you. So with this kind of information, right, so you know that it was actually working very well on Saturday. So you can actually optimize your campaign by running it much more actively on Saturday. So this is the way that you optimize. Same thing, you can actually check the hour of the day, and then you can actually see which hour of the day, night or morning, that you have more traffic. So you can actually see around evening you have more traffic. So like for example, 1500, 1600, 1700. So you can actually see. So this is the type after work hours that you have a lot of traffic. So this is where you're actually going to go ahead and optimize your traffic, guys. So this is how you actually use a data collector to actually go ahead and optimize your campaign. So basically this is it. So what we are talking about, native advertising, right? I'm going to show you a real sample of a native advertising from a real publisher's perspective, guys. So this is actually Go Anime. This is one of the publishers that Outbrain uses, if I'm not mistaken. So you can actually go ahead and see this is actually their native advertising, guys. So if you actually click on any particular videos that you want to watch, you can actually see their native ads here. You can see their native ads here as well. So this is how the native ads will look like in this page, and this is actually a publisher. So when you are running native ads, you should understand one simple concept very easily. There's a advertiser, there's a publisher. Publisher, very simple words, guys. Publisher means you have traffic. You have a website, gogoanime.com, and you know there's a lot of traffic coming into this website. So you actually want to monetize this website. Both are affiliates, guys. Both are affiliates. So you want to actually monetize this website. So what you do, you go to this particular native advertising platforms, Outbrain, Zero Park, Redirect, and all this kind of stuff. You go and tell them, hey, I got this website, I want to monetize, and they will actually monetize the traffic for you. And advertiser, on the other hand, is what we are actually doing. We are choosing an offer from an affiliate network, and then we are running it in our native advertising platform, which is going to run it on the publisher as well. So you can see that it's actually correlated. So there's no such thing as publisher is bigger than advertiser, advertiser is bigger than publisher. So both are correlated. Advertising will not work without publishers, publishers will not work without advertisers as well. So this is the whole concept on how native advertising is running. So the very important for you to actually know what sources that these particular native advertising platforms are using. So you can actually see, right, we have a lot of platforms: Outbrain, Zero Park, Redirect, Rave Content, MGID, Tabula, and the list can go on, guys. And all these particular native advertising platforms have their own pros and have their own content. Much more important, each and every one of them have their own publishers. And the thing is, when you actually go and see in their campaign, right, you will not be able to see their publishers. That's because usually, right, they will hide their publisher. Not like hide, they will actually try to shade their publisher. It's a very simple purpose, guys. You know why? First example, let's say Outbrain, right? So Outbrain is running Gogo Anime, for example. I'm showing you Gogo Anime, right? So maybe Zero Park is interested in Gogo Anime, so they try to bypass Gogo Anime. So Outbrain actually loses one of their biggest traffic publisher. You know, this kind of stuff will happen. That's why they actually hide this. So but we as an advertiser, we should actually know what type of creative is working really, really well. And for this purposes is what we are going to use a spy tool. And the spy tool that we are going to use is Anthrax. I've actually attached the link to Anthrax in the description of this video as well for your convenience. You can actually go ahead and check it out. So with Anthrax, we can actually check what type of publishers out in particular networks. For example, what you got to do is you got to go to the ad networks. You got to choose a particular ad network that you want to use. For example, let's say we want to use Outbrain. So what you can actually do, hit Outbrain. You can actually sort the ad by the highest ad gravity, the one that has the highest conversion. Once you have done that, just choose a particular ad, and then you can actually see a lot of sections here: synopsis, statistics, the creative they are using, the landing page that they are using, and over here is the publisher section. So if you go to the publisher section, right, you can literally know what publisher this particular ad network is using. So for example, we are talking Outbrain, right? So this is the one that Outbrain is actually using. This is the one that Outbrain Tabula Rave Content is using, and all this kind of stuff. So you can actually see what is the traffic penetration. So with this particular website, Outbrain has the most penetration. So you can actually go ahead and check out this website as well. Pretty 52, and how it actually looks like. So let's just see. Wow, no wonder the native ads looks really, really beautiful, right? Like real blog, and the native ads are there. So this is why I think that this particular website has a very, very good conversion rate. So you have to go ahead and take a look at this website, so you will roughly know which particular advertising network has what type of publishers, and what type of publishers can actually bring you much more higher conversion. This is something that you need to understand within native ads as well. So not only that, when it comes to native advertising, it's not only a normal traditional native advertising. For example, a normal traditional native advertising works like in Outbrain, where you actually go ahead and click, you want to create a campaign, and then you just go ahead and just, like for example, test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then you put traffic, you just put single, you add the budgets, you add the target location and everything, and finally you will have to create a content, and then you post. So this is actually a very normal type of native advertising, where they actually will publish in all these kind of publishers. Like, because we checked about Outbrain, right? So you know that Outbrain actually publish their native ads within this particular publishers and all that. So that's one of the way how it works. Another way on how it works is like if you go zero park, for example, if you go zero park, you go new campaign, you choose a traffic size. There's no such thing as native ads. There's only something which we call as in-app native ads. It's a very simple thing, guys. The same thing, just like a normal tabula or table outbrain, normal rave content type of native advertising. But the only difference is that this native advertising only caters for mobile app traffic as well as in-app traffic. That means they will not cater for website, they will not cater for www.blah.com. They cater for in-app traffic. So you can actually see over here all is same, because different ad network will always have different specifications of their creatives and all that kind of stuff. So other than that, you can actually see over here, you cannot choose a device. It's only for mobile, it's only for adult, and it's only for in app, guys. So this is one of the different type of native advertisings that you can actually see. Another native advertising, different type of native advertising you can actually see is when you go to redirect.com. So once you're in redirect.com, you go to the campaign section. Let me just show you very fastly. I'm going to show you campaign section. So once you go to the campaign section, you go to ad campaign. So if you go to the ad campaign, right, with redirect.com, they have three type of native advertising that you can actually use. Direct redirect is more like a push. Web native, which is a normal native advertising, which they have a normal publishers like what Tabula, Outbrain all have. This is a normal one, and they do have something which we call as email native. So this email native, I've never seen this in any other traffic native advertising traffic platform. So this is like if you click on this, right, so you can actually see the source target. The publisher is what we call the source target. So you can actually see all these big companies, Mission, SBG Media. So what is all this is? This is not actually their website. This is actually their email newsletter. So anybody who subscribed to this email newsletter, right? So you will actually see in email native, you might be thinking we are spamming. No, we are not spamming, because their native ads will only be published in their subscribe newsletter. For example, if they subscribe for this particular brand, right, wellness, SGB Media, it will be only shown on a newsletter which they subscribe, they publish, they're paying for it, or they actually subscribed it, so it will not be considered spamming, because I personally tried this email native ads campaign and it works really well. So you can actually see there's different types of native advertising, but the main idea is simple. The main idea is to bring an offer to a publisher and make some money with conversion. So I think that's about it in today's video, guys. I've already explained what is native advertising is. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I really hope that today's video was beneficial for you. So I've actually attached the link to Antrax in the description of this video if you want to use them, and I've also attached the link to Volume in the description of this video as well if you want to use them as well. But most importantly, I've also attached the link to Dice University Forum. Dice University Forum is actually a community where people from all over the world, affiliates from all over the world, come together to build a community, to help each other, to support each other, and to win together, guys. So it's going to be really interesting. So do check it out, guys. Before I go, I just want to ask a small help from you. Please support this channel by hitting the big red subscribe button, the like button for this video only if you like this video, as well as the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and so that we can keep creating good content for you all the time. So I'll be seeing you in the next one, guys. So till then, tata, bye bye.